They look like two people that were born on the same day but not related in any way, shape or form. I rebuke every depression this year in the name of Jesus. Amen. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hi. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for my makeup for church edition. So if you're interested in that, I'm also going to be talking about different things that has been going on and just different topics that I just felt the need to speak about. If you're interested in that and that's something you want and you would like to know my updated makeup routine, just stay tuned and keep on watching, okay? I just feel like we need to have a conversation. It's been so long. I just feel very disconnected. We need to get back in contact. This is my makeup bag. This is what I have used for the past 3 months. This is where my makeup stays. I just clean them and put them back in. If you know I'm a makeup artist, when? If you know I'm a model, I always have to take my makeup kit with me because I live in Istanbul and I've probably seen like 1 or 2 makeup artists bring like one dark shade of foundation and they always assume every black person is the same shade. And most times I love to do it myself. I would rather look good and feel confident than for someone to joke on my face and have me work with that face. I got some new products I'm going to share with you guys. I got them from Sephora. I've also noticed something about myself recently. I buy smaller products now. You guys are going to see the products I use, but let me just quickly show you guys the unboxing of what I got from Sephora. I actually got 2 things. I got this Tarte Shape Stay and Spray 16-hour setting spray. I do not have a setting spray anymore because my setting spray finished. So let's just remove it and see how the size is. I know it's a small size and I'm pretty sure they have a bigger size, but I just got this one because it was the smallest setting spray I saw. Oh, this is cute. It's definitely going to fit in here for sure. I'm actually very excited. The next thing I got is this Baby Bake Loose setting powder from Huda Beauty. The shade I got is Blondie. Why I got this is because I have the Fenty Beauty, but then whenever I use it, it makes me look red and I don't like it. So we're going to start with the makeup look now. The first thing I'm going to start off with is my primer, and the primer I have, or the primer I use, is the Revolution Makeup Mattify Matte and Fix Primer. So I've always used this. I got this from Watsons. It works for me. There are some times when a makeup artist is doing my makeup, they're always like, oh, this is nice, Gazelle, and I'm like, yeah, because sometimes they always put cream on my face. I noticed that with makeup artists, when I go on set, I would literally might have just woken up and did my facial routine, my skincare routine. I get on set, whenever I let them do my makeup, they just take these wipes and wipe everything out of my face and then they put face cream. I always try to ask, like, why do they do that? They're like, they want to take off products from my face, and I tell them I did not apply any products, so why are you doing this? I also believe skincare makes a good base for the makeup, but one thing with certain makeup artists, they just start acting like they know your skin better than you. I'm sorry, let me just do my job and leave here, please. I'm going to brush my eyebrows with this spoolie. One thing that has changed with my makeup is I have stopped drawing my brows using a brow pencil. When I discovered this hack could work for me, I was just like, whoa, what is this? What I use for my brow is this LA Colors Browy Wowie Tinted Brow Gel. If I'm to open it up, it has like a dark brown gel on it, or that comes with it, so it kind of tints the brows. It has been one of the easiest process that I've swapped in my makeup routine. I usually go in with an eyebrow pencil, but now I started using this and it has worked for me. If I want to draw it, I just extend it down. So that's my brows. I'm not like perfect with it, but I'm getting better and I'm taking my time, okay? The next thing I'm going to go in with is my Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. And the shade I use is Chestnut. I also saw like a smaller version of this, but they did not have chestnut. I was so pained. This concealer Like even the professionals say it's good. Whenever they use it, they're like, ooh, Giselle. I'm like, Ever Giselle. So it's a very nice concealer, I would say. You know how they always say your eyebrows are cousins, not twins? Mine are like distant relatives. They don't look nothing alike. They look like two people that were born on the same day but not related in any way, shape or form. I still make it work one way or the other, and I'm actually glad that's working for me because I gotta do what I gotta do, okay? And I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend away the extra concealer from the eyebrow. So the foundation I use is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Skin in color 21, or I'm using the shade 21. So the one I'm currently using is almost done, and guess what, I already got a new one 3 weeks ago. Once I realized this one was running out, I'm just like, you know what, before I start hearing stories that touch, let me just go and buy this new one before they choose to discontinue it, because sometimes they like to play like that. Now let's chat. Hi guys, how have you guys been? How is life? How has life been treating you? Is everything going well for you? I miss you guys, to be honest. For the couple of weeks I did not upload a video, I actually genuinely missed you guys. I don't know if you guys missed me. I don't know. Did you? I did not apply foundation underneath my eyes just because I don't see it as though it does anything. The foundation is really light, so there's no point doing that. When I apply my concealer, I love to take the edges up a bit. I feel like it gives your face some sort of lift. Like when I take it above my eyes, it gives my face a lift. The next thing I'm going to use is this Huda Beauty Tan Tall Contour Kit. As you can see, it's almost done. I'm going to use a black beauty blender and just contour this part. One thing I love about this contour kit is it's very easy to apply and it blends very well with my skin. Since I got it, I just really do enjoy contouring. It just works for me until my cheeks going high. Like I don't face it downwards, I try to face the contour upwards, and then I contour my forehead and my chin as well as my nose. So those are the areas I contour on my face. I also strongly believe how you contour your face determines how your makeup looks. I know it may not make sense, but honestly, how you contour your face sort of plays a part on how your makeup look. And being a model, one thing I've noticed is if you want to start modeling, just understand that you're going to go through a whole process of body dysmorphia. You're going to see all of what you may call faults in your body, but I don't see that as faults. I've gotten to realize that that's just how you were created, or that's how you were born, so you just have to accept it that way. If it's something you can change, like maybe through different types of exercises or a certain type of diet or something, then feel free to do that. Or if you want to do surgery, that's on you. I'm not someone, I don't know how I feel about surgery. I would not put my mouth in it because people have different reasons why they do surgeries or why they go for plastic surgery, so you cannot judge anyone. And I'm one person that genuinely believes if someone has an insecurity about something and they want to fix it, they should make sure they're fixing it for themselves and not for how they will be perceived by other people. Because if you're fixing an insecurity because of how you will be perceived by other people, you're going to be fixing a lot of things. If it's, let's say for example, but if you just have maybe an issue or something that does not make sense on your skin and you choose to go get it lasered off or something, I understand that. Like, I understand it may be bothering you and you just want to fix it, but once you start tweaking and fixing everything in your body, you're not going to stop. It's going to be very difficult for you to stop. That's what I've noticed with people that actually do these things. Once they start doing one or two here and there, it's going to be difficult. They have to be like a very strong person or have a very strong personality to be able to stop doing that. So I think if you're someone who has like body dysmorphia or you don't like how you look, I think you should just learn. I know it's easier said than done, but learn one way or the other to accept that this is what you look like, this is what makes you unique, this is what makes you different from the other person, because we were created in different ways. We were created beautifully and wonderfully. We were not created to all look the same, okay? So you can't be looking like the person next to you when they're not your cousin or your sister. Thank you. That's my own take on all of those situations, on like body tweaking and getting like plastic surgeries and stuff like that. Like if it's something that's affecting your health, or you just feel if you fix it, it's going to help you or make your life easier, then do you. I don't have a problem with that. But you just need to understand that that's the reason why you're doing it. If you're doing it for how people will perceive you, or for the society, or for community, or to get more attention from the opposite sex, I'm not going to say more because who am I? The next thing I'm going to go in with is this Huda Beauty. I'm going to be trying it today. Let's see what it looks like. Or before I do that, I'm going to do my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, because yeah. So the eyeshadow I use is this nude medium Huda Beauty. This is what it looks like. These are the colors. Most of the time, the colors I use, or the color I'll be using, I'm going for a more brown shade. So I'll use this dark color. I'll use this as my transition, and I'll use this as my inner corners. That's the whole process. That's how I do my makeup, to be honest. Sometimes I go in with this. This one gives, these two give more of a pinkish shade. This one is more nudish, and then the browns. So as I was saying, do you boo, do you. Nobody's going to come and beat you. Nobody's going to come and force you to do what you don't want to do. My own is just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my birthday is next week Friday. If you have been following me, you would know that I am not someone who is big on birthdays. I've never been that girl who would, you know, plan like a whole photo shoot, plan a whole celebration for their birthdays. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it just kind of plays a part with how I grew up. I never had like a birthday party per se growing up. My parents just never believed in that. And I don't blame them, to be honest. I don't blame them. It's their choice. It's what or how they chose to raise their children. So we never really celebrated birthdays per se. This is the first time I'm actually talking about my family on social media. That's so weird. I understand the reasons as to why that happened. I never got to experience that. I never got to have a birthday party where I would invite my friends over, or I would have friends over and we would have like a party and stuff. No, never did that. Not once, not twice. Growing up in that environment, or growing up in that situation where birthdays were not taken as like a huge thing, I never got to, or I never really experienced like the whole hype about birthdays. Whenever it's my birthday, sometimes, actually in previous years, I used to feel some sort of depression, but I rebuke every depression this year in the name of Jesus. Amen. Please don't take me serious, but it's a serious prayer. I used to experience some sort of depression that I would have, and this depression is no joke. Don't know which color to use. Yeah, I'm going to use this color actually. One thing I don't like about this eyeshadow set is the color it looks like on the palette doesn't come on my skin the same way. I understand I'm dark or I'm black and it changes the skin color, but at least look like it now. Like, just look like it's more, because I may have plans in my head and then I want beige on my eyebrows and or on my eyelids, and then when I'm putting the eyeshadow color, it's coming out as pink. Like, what's that nonsense? So I was saying, yes, I also used to experience birthday depressions. I don't know if you guys experience that, but I know there are people that actually experience it, because someone spoke about it on my Snapchat a few years back. That was when I realized, oh, there's something like birthday depression, and I'm not the only one experiencing this. I tried to find the reason as to why I was experiencing birthday depressions, and I got to realize the goals you set for yourself pertaining what you would like to achieve before a particular age. You know how society puts so much pressure on people, like, oh, at this age you should have this, at that age you should have that. Was I part of the people experiencing that stress? Yes I was. But then I got to realize, if I am not seeing what God has done for me, or seeing what I've been able to achieve so far at this point in my life, and I'm there stressing out about things I've not been able to achieve and not looking at what I've achieved, I don't say I'm a fool, but I had to check myself. I had to tell myself, like, look at what you have instead of getting depressed or getting frustrated or getting sad over the things you've not achieved or you've not been able to accomplish, because why are you looking at the negatives? And one thing I've gotten to realize in life is your point of view is what you tell yourself. Follow me. Something can happen. How you choose to view it is what you tell yourself, or how you choose to tell yourself it happens is your truth. So you can choose to go the negative route and tell yourself, oh, this happens, that happened, I'm not happy with this. Or you could tell yourself, those things happened, however, this happened and I'm grateful for that. Did you get? Sometimes my friends always tell me this thing like, Glory, you're too positive, or you're too optimistic. And I'm someone who, I don't like stress. I don't like stress in my life, so don't stress me. So if any situation wants to happen, I just ignore it, or I look at it from a positive aspect. Of course, I'm not going to be positive in certain type of situations, but I'm just saying I try to look at the positive aspect in different situations. I'm done with the eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the setting powder. Let's see what it looks. Oh, okay. I see what you did there with that beauty. So there's a mini covering I want to try to take off. Allah, can you like come off? Can you come off? Okay. Oh, it smells nice, like baby powder. Oh, this is interesting. It's not bad. I'm not mad, but I don't know how to use the powder stuff it came with, so I'm just going to have to be doing this all the time. But regardless of anything, it's not bad. It has like a yellowish undertone, which is not bad because the Fenty has like a reddish undertone and it's a bit dark for me. That happened, so I never really celebrated my birthday. I always had anxiety, or I would go through this process of feeling low. I don't say being depressed, but I would go through this process of feeling low. At a point, I think like 3 years ago, I had to check myself, like I mentioned before. Since then, I would always just, you know, relax and let it be. I try to see how I feel, if I want to do anything. And being that I don't really have friends here, not that many friends, or actually I don't have my close female friends are no longer in Turkey. That has made me very introverted. Now what I do is I just think of how I feel, what I want to do, and I just do it. When my friends were around, we used to go out, have dinner, like a really nice restaurant, and you know, just hang out, gist, relax, enjoy ourselves. But now that I don't have that many close female friends in Turkey, I don't know, I want to say it's not very difficult for me because I'm very used to being by myself. So I'm such an introvert that sometimes I feel it affects my work life, because I would go to work, I would not speak to anyone, but that's not my fault. It's due to the fact that I don't understand Turkish very well. Like, I can understand some bits and pieces, but I don't understand very well. I'm using this eyeliner. It's just a random eyeliner I got from Watson's. So I don't really stress so much about like female friendships, because I still talk to my friends that are no longer here. But I actually want to make friends. I want to make friends, because this life of no friends is making me become an extreme introvert. Then I'm going to go with this double effect volume and length mascara. So that's the situation I'm at. Me trying to get over my anxiety of meeting people and getting to know them, because I am someone who is very sincere. I would say I wouldn't become someone's friend because I want to gain something from them. Obviously, friendships or relationships are give and take. Let's say if someone is really good at something, I would love to be cool with them just so I can learn how to do that thing. But I would let them know, hey, can you teach me this? I'm not going to try to be weird about it. Making friends has been very weird, and I wouldn't say difficult because I haven't really tried, but I've met up with a few people. They were really cool, they were really nice, but I live so far away and they live so far away. But I'm going to, you know, put in more effort in that to see how I can, you know, find people. It's not like it's difficult to make friends, right? It's difficult to find people that align with your values and your morals. And I'm not young, I'm not a child, I'm not 21, I'm not 22, that I'm trying to be, you know, going out all the time, partying or nah, bruh, I'm past that age. I'm trying to find more ways to earn more and enjoy my life and go on trips, not trying to party all the time. Okay, I'm going to be using this golden rose blush for my blush. It's so funny how I never used to like blush, and now look at me. I'm like, I have to put blush after my makeup. If not, I don't feel complete. Allah, Allah. Who is this? I don't know. I don't know where Glory is, because the final topic I wanted to actually cover was the fact that I recently said I went back to church. Yeah. I recently started attending church like last year, and what happened was they invited a particular preacher to come. You know when you go to church and you like the pastor that is stationed in the church, you like the way he preaches. I love how he teaches. He basically teaches you. Then there was a sermon or there was a service where they invited a group of people or teachers or something like that. When these people were preaching, I just did not feel resonated to God. I did not feel that authenticity I would usually feel when I want to attend church. So everything was just off. The events that were happening were just off. I just told myself, Glory, yeah. From then I just sort of stopped for a while, and one day I was just thinking, I'm like, the service or the sermon that made me stop going has finished. I don't know why I didn't go back, but I had to check myself. I had to tell myself, see, this is not how we were brought up. We were brought up in the way of the Lord. You either have to go to church. I was watching services online, but I'm someone who I prefer to go to church. Like, I would find the church I feel comfortable in and go to church rather than staying home. So I had to go back to church, and when I went back, I think it's been like 4 Sundays now, and it's been good. It's been great. It's been good vibes, you know. I've been having good time, or I've been enjoying my time going to church, and I'm so grateful to God for checking me again to remind me to go back to church. So now I'm done with my makeup. Not really, but I'm done with my makeup. I'm going to go do my hair, and that's going to be in a different video entirely, and I'm going to come back and show you guys my final result with. Hi, so I'm back. I'm going to use this Golden Rose Shine lip gloss on my lips. And then I'm going to go in with this spray. Seems to be nice, because I could not find my actual lashes. So the lashes I used are just extremely long, but it is what it is. Now that I've sprayed my face with the setting spray, it seems to work, it seems to function okay, so I am done with that. This is what my face looks like. This is my new updated makeup routine. Whenever I have a shoot, if they want my eyes to be more dramatic or less dramatic, that's what I change. Regardless of that, this is my makeup, or I go with my nude lipstick or just clear lip gloss. It depends on how I feel. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful and insightful to someone out there. I don't know the topics I spoke about. If you want me to speak more about them, or you want me to do more of this type of videos, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and happy Sunday. Today's Father's Day, so yeah, happy Sunday, and I hope you have a blessed week ahead. I'm not going to upload this on a Sunday, obviously, but during the week you guys are probably gonna see it. And yeah, happy birthday to me in advance. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.